Today we're going to talk about a thing called mean absolute deviation. Yesterday we worked with a bunch of stuff about medians and median. Today we're going to talk about the mean. Just a refresher. What is the mean? What is mean? The average. The average. That is mean. Absolute. There's another word in there. Absolute is, there's a term that we're going to get into later on called absolute value. An absolute value is distance away from something. Absolute value has to do with distance on a number line away from another number. Okay? And we'll get into that. And deviation is, how far is it away? The following are student scores on the recent social studies quiz. We have a 9, we have a 10, we have an 8, we have a 10, we have a 7, we have an 8, and we have a 4. Someone didn't do very well. All right? And you're going to be asked to find the mean absolute deviation of the scores. Well, what we have to do, step number 1, we have to find the mean. We have to find the average of these scores. Step number 1, simple enough. Find the average. Okay. Well, 10 and 10 is 20. 8 and 8 is plus 16. 9 and 7 is 16. Plus 4. Let's go 20 plus 32 plus 4. Right? Because 16 and 16 is 32. I'm just trying to demonstrate what I would be doing in my head. 20 and 32 is 52. Plus 4 is 56. Okay? So we got the sum. We added all those up. What do we, in order to find the mean, now what do we have to do? Divide by 7. 56 divided by 7 is 8. Find the mean. There it goes. The mean is 8. 56 divided by 7 is 8. So we found the mean. That's step number 1. Find the mean. Then, step number 2. Find the distance each data point is from the mean. Now, on your homework, I don't expect you guys to draw up a table like this. You don't have to do this. I just did this for demonstration purposes, okay? So, and just so you know, all of these numbers right here, look, all of these, oh, I forgot to do that. I need to do that. All right. All of these numbers right here come from right here. So 9 right here, that's the 9. 10 right here is 10, and so on. So distance from the mean. The mean is 8. All right, how far is 9 from 8 on the number line? 1. How far is 10 from 8 on the number line? 2. How long is 8 from 8 on the number line? 0. And so on. It's really, this really is pretty easy. So we're going 2, and this is going to be 1, and then 8 from 8 is 0, and 4 from 8 is 4. All right? So we need to find the distance from the mean. That's step number 2. We're already done with step number 2. Very simple, right? Step number 3. Find the mean of the distances. So now we have to use all of these numbers and find the mean of those numbers. Okay, well, we got to add them up and divide by 7. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 0 is 3, plus 2 is 5, 6 there, 10. 10's our total, right? divided by what? 7. Don't forget, 0 is a number. 0 counts. Okay? 7. So we do our division, and we come up with a 1 minus 7 is a 3. We got to add a decimal and a 0. Bring this down. 7 goes into 30 how many times? 4 times. I'm going to put my decimal right there right now. And I'm going to, as I can tell right now, it's not going to come out evenly. So I'm going to say round to the nearest tenth. Well, I need to know the next number, don't I, in order to round to the nearest tenth. So 7's going to go into 30 how many times? We already said 4. 28. We're going to have a 2. We're going to add a 0, bring that down. That's going to go in there how many times? That's going to go in there 2. So it's going to be it's going to be about 1.4. I'm going to say the mean and that number right there is the mean absolute deviation. I'll just let you abbreviate it as MAD. MAD is about. That little wavy equal sign means about. It's not equal, it's a wavy. Is about 1.4. All right? This is actually pretty easy. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I guess I lied then. Now, what does this number tell us? Let's think about that. What does that number tell us? The mean absolute deviation. Well, that's a measure of how far apart the average scores are, or how far apart. If the bigger this number is, the bigger the mean absolute deviation is, that means we're going to have a bigger range of scores in the test. And to be honest with you, as a teacher, if I did all my test scores, I would like my mean absolute deviation to be really small. Because that means that you guys all got about the same score. You were all very close in scores. If I have a larger mean absolute deviation, that means I have a larger range of scores. Everything is, you guys are all over the place. It's about consistency. This is a measure of consistency. How consistent are we? And we can use this measure to talk about, I know that athletes will use it for like their times in the 100-meter dash. And you can figure, usually they're within this many seconds of each other, or usually they're within this many minutes of each other, depending on how far it is. It's mostly a measure of consistency. Okay? Are there any questions about this? No? Great. Great. Give you a worksheet for your homework.